Wanted to show you guys a little bit of crafting. I'm still using this, and since it's here and it's not thankfully falling, I can tell that it would work. You know, part of the crafts that I try to do are crafts that are part. Again, with them talking in the background, my grammar is completely gone. And part of why they kept trying to change what they said was because they didn't want it to prove that they could not have been talking to me like this throughout my life, because first of all, English isn't their first language, but most of all, they make a lot of grammatical errors. And when they're making grammatical errors, then I repeat them, then I correct them, then they correct me, and we're going back and forth. It's not it's not my thoughts. So they're not reading my mind. So they're now upset because I was right when they yelled something out and I corrected them on camera, and they thought I would be upset. Again, this is a bunch of confusion. They thought I would be upset that I correctly corrected them on camera about their grammatical error. My point is, if it's out loud and they've been incorrectly correcting me about my non-grammatical errors, then why should I be upset when I correctly correct them about their grammatical errors? This is that's what I'm saying. Who would spend money for this? It's so horrible that you laugh. So they said I have a way, like most human beings, of trying to make something horrible into something funny. Like I may laugh, and they said it's inappropriate. It's not inappropriate. It's very human. But they said it's because of my background. Like people in my culture, we try to find the humor in something horrible. I don't think it's all of that. Again, they would have me involved in so much racism. I would go from being someone who grew up in the Bronx. That's what I'm trying to explain to them. They're not understanding. I grew up in the Bronx for 50 years. I didn't have all this racism inside of me until they started talking. It wouldn't be possible. Do you know? That's what I'm saying. Like anybody, look at anything about the Bronx. Anything about the Bronx. And I don't know if you guys know this, but I may have a little bit of love for the Bronx. Just a little. It's always about different cultures. So when they started with all of this in 2016, because prior to all of this, I heard nothing about head shapes, voice types, ethnic groups, people who live in different countries around the world. None of this. I've never heard any of this in my apartment. I was listening to my radio, and I still called, when they said, oh, you call your cell phone your Walkman. No, literally, I still have a Walkman. Seriously, I'm not even joking with you. I literally still have a Walkman that plays cassettes. I'm not lying. So that goes to show there's something wrong with these people, because when I say I'm listening to my Walkman, literally, I do have a Walkman that I listen to. I used to. I don't listen to music now. But I literally had a Walkman that I used to listen to. I even had the CD Walkman. So I had the cassette Walkman, the CD Walkman, because as you guys will know, since I'm always telling you to check out Bargain Buster Bin on eBay, I sell CDs on it because I still have CDs. So anyway, that's what I'm saying. Like, who would invest in a program where people who don't know what they're talking about would argue with me all day? So I would be